Hello. If you are planning to travel to the northern part of the Philippines, let me introduce you to 10 different attractions in the Ilocos Norte region. My ancestors are from this region and I have fond memories of this place. This place is known for its distinctive geography, its culture influenced by largely by the Spaniards, and its unique cuisine. Most of the region is agricultural land. There are a lot of historical sites, beautiful beaches, and exquisite food from this area. Before we begin, please ring the bell, click the like button, and subscribe. Thank you. The number one, in my opinion, as a must see is salt harvesting. Along the highway, a few kilometers north of the town of Pasuquin, the local people there have made a living harvesting salts and selling them. You will see roadside stands of people selling bags of salt. The salt are harvested right in their backyard. Pipes are stretched from the beach to the huts, which carry salt water to the cooking vats. We stopped at one of the salt harvesters and asked them to show us how it is done. If you are interested in taking a tour of salt making, ask any roadside vendors where you can find them. The people there are very friendly and there are no posted signs to find them.
Here is the traditional way on how to make a salt.
Ano ba
First,
yan?
they're going to collect the seawater. They boiled it. While it's
Oh,
boiling, the salt is just formed on the bottom of
they boil it.
pan.
Oh, that's to
Well, this
Fuel
is
the
rice
fire.
husk, or what we call the
Rice husk.
paddy, rice
yeah,
paddy.
to start the fire.
Because this is more economical, and here in Ilocos, they prohibited us to cut trees used for firewood.
Oh,
And also this one can be used, the gas is, can be used for fertilizer in the rice field. They have harvest the salt, put it here, because they are going to add the iodine.
iodine, yeah.
Yeah, to become iodized salt, because we have a law in the Philippines that it is
Iodine, yeah.
prohibited to sell salt without adding iodine. And it's good for our health because the iodine can prevent goiter.
Yep. Yeah, very
So
good.
I will show you how to harvest salt.
Oh. Salt.
Kabalin mga nan.
Basil na tayo.
And until the seawater is boiling, the salt is already here.
Yeah.
So we have to collect it,
Oh, I see. Yeah.
this one, and put it here in the basket, like that,
Yeah.
to drain the water. After draining the water, they transfer it to the
Transferred over there.
side prior for the mixing of iodine.
Iodine. Oh, this is good.
Do you want to try how to harvest
Oh, sure.
salt?
Yeah. Sige, please.
Again, be very careful
Hawakan niyo
because
to.
the water is very hot. It's boiling.
Oh, I am going to be a
Try to harvest this
salt
salt.
harvester.
Yeah.
Woo.
Put it in the basket.
Put it in the basket.
Oh, be careful. The water is boiling. Ha?
Yeah. Okay, one more.
Ma'am, ang sabi nila kanina, you are hired.
Oh, okay.
Emily is tired for a day.
Tired.
You are hired.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, be careful because the water is very
Yeah.
hot.
Okay, sige na.
It takes around 16 to 20 hours na pinapakuluan hanggang mag-evaporate lahat ang tubig. Pag nag-evaporate na, yun na yun. Ubus na yung niluluto nila. Kasi habang nagbo-boil na yan, collect na sila ng asin
Asin, yeah.
hanggang ma-evaporate lahat ang tubig at makolek naman nila lahat ang mga asin.
This is nanggaling to sa
Seawater.
ocean water.
Yeah, seawater.
Okay.
But sometimes, especially during rainy season, the seawater has a low level of salinity. That's why
Oh.
they are importing rock salt from Australia.
And
They
mixing
will
it.
dissolve that and mix it with the seawater from here.
Ah.
so that the salinity level of the water is higher.
Okay, so do they test it for the salinity?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
good.
if you don't add rock salt, you only harvest a small amount.
Whew. It's very hot in here. Whew. They've got the fire
Careful po.
going here.
Careful there in the ash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fire going here, and they're using rice husk to fuel the fire. So they're boiling the salt, and that's what comes out. And then they add the iodine.
The Ilocanos claim that this is the finest salt in the Philippines. People buy it in bags, which they use for preserving meats and fish. The Suba Paoay Sand Dunes is located near the Malacanang Palace of the North. The sand dunes is the widest and famous part of Ilocos Norte sand dunes. They have miles and miles of sand beaches. If adventure is what you are looking for, they have 4x4s, ATVs, and sandboarding. Sandboarding is like snowboarding, except you are on sand instead of the snow. The weather does get pretty hot around here, but they have nipa huts spread throughout the beach for your comfort and to have a picnic lunch. Next is the Bangui Wind Farm, which is on the shoreline of Bangui Bay, facing the West Philippine Sea. The location of the Philippines is near the Asia-Pacific monsoon belt, so it is ideal for installing wind turbines in this area. It's an area where there are no trees nor any windbreaks. The wind farm uses units that are 70-meter, 230-foot wind turbines. They're arranged in a single row stretching along a 9-kilometer area, which is 5.6 miles. Local people live in huts nearby where they sell their goods, souvenirs to tourists. Nearby is the Bantay Abbot Caves, which means a mountain with a hole. A hole was found in the middle of the mountain where the waves were splashing into the walls, just like an open shore. Continuing north of the Ilocos region is Pagudpud, which is number 4. Pagudpud is a beautiful place with sandy beach and tropical turquoise water. It's a place where you can swim, surf, sunbathe, or just have a picnic. It is unfortunate, though, that at this time it is not suitable for all of the above. It is pretty much empty of tourists because of the resorts being shut down. Whether it's caused by COVID-19 or the recent typhoons that have destroyed the area, the resorts need repairs. We are approaching here one of the big resorts here in Pagudpud. It's called Hannah's Resort. So here is part of Hannah's Resort, where they have displays of statues and figures. Most of these figures are in ruins. They have all kinds of characters here. They have dinosaurs, they have the Minions, they have a Hello Kitty figure, all the action Marvel heroes, helicopter, huts, nipa huts for you to stay and have a picnic. The resort is empty. No one around. I would guess that they would have more than 100 rooms in this place, and they're all empty. They have one of the longest zip line, which goes from land and takes you across water to see the other side. It is also closed. This area here is called the Blue Lagoon, with its turquoise blue waters. Can you imagine what it would look like when it is cleaned up? Next on our list is Cape Bojeador, or known as Burgos Lighthouse. It is one of the most popular lighthouses for people to visit. It was originally designed by an engineer in 1887, and it was first lit on March 30th, 1892. It is a cultural heritage structure that was established during the Spanish colonial period in the Philippines. It is typical of the Spanish colonial lighthouses, which is all masonry made with bricks that are widely used and produced in the area. The Spaniards had Filipino slaves to make the bricks that was used to build this lighthouse. Here is our tour guide pointing to the brick made by the Filipino slaves during the making of this building. There are nice spots here to take photography shots and a beautiful view of the ocean. Next is the Sinking Bell Tower, which is the tallest historical building in Laoag City, which is the capital of northern Ilocos. It is believed that the tower is sinking at a rate of about an inch every year. There aren't any conclusive scientific explanation for this, except that the theory is that the tower is being built on sandy land and its heavy and massive structure is causing it to slowly bury itself into the ground. Next is the Paoay Church, known as St. Augustine Church. It's a favorite place to visit. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its historical and architectural significance. People come here to be close to God. If you want to eat the local food empanada, the Batac Riverside Empanadahan is the place to go. There are several stalls in this building that sells this delicacy. Empanada is so popular here that they have an annual festival just for this food. It is easy to make and very affordable. You can watch the locals prepare them for you. Its main ingredient is rice dough flour, green papaya, longanisa, and in the middle of it is an egg. The orange color of this empanada distinctly differentiates this empanada from all the other empanadas. The link below will take you to my YouTube channel, which features how to make empanada. The recipe is attached with it also. Next is the Malacanang Palace of the North. This was the residence of the family of Ferdinand Marcos when he was the president of the Philippines. The residence was built by the Philippine Tourism in 1977 for Marcos' 60th birthday and served as an official residence for the president's family when they were staying here in Ilocos Norte. It is rather a big mansion overlooking Paoay Lake with the beautiful landscape grounds. It is a presidential museum as well. And lastly is the Marcos Museum, which is also located in Batac, Ilocos Norte. It is a museum that shows memorabilia of this late president when he was in the armed forces and when he was as a president. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you have an enjoyable trip, no matter what your destination might be. For now, so long.